too many different prick they destroy woman.
Yes.
You don't get what you want tell me.
Exactly.
Too many different bola they destroy woman.
Yes.
And they tell you.
Yes. And as a woman out there,
yes.
what do you want gain by sleeping with so many men before you meet your husband?
What do you want gain?
You don't have anything to give to your husband anymore.
Yes.
You cannot pair bond with a man when you have slept with so many
men. See,
destroy women psychologically.
Women get emotionally connected during sex.
Yes.
And men get physically connected during sex.
Exactly.
As a woman, when you get to a level where you can disconnect emotionally during sex,
exactly.
you are gone.
You are gone.
You can sleep with a dog. You can sleep with a goat. You can sleep with anything.
Exactly. Why? Because it affects your marriage as a woman.
Yes.
When you get married, even though no matter how your husband they sleep with you, rich,
yes.
some of you are not going to satisfy.
At all.
Because one, you don't sleep with Chukudi, Emeka, Namdi. You don't tie you for chair.
Yes.
So you know what they satisfy. But to say if you're a virgin and as a woman when they keep herself, no matter how your husband sleep with you. You would satisfied.
Yes, so
because you don't know any other way.
Too many different things destroy women.
Yeah, that is why our forefathers they marry women as virgin.
Yes,
so
so
if you check this life, women come into this world as a virgin.
Yeah,
no, untouched.
Exactly.
So it affects you psychologically. That's why if you see Olosho, no offense to Olosho, there are many of them they are violent.
Yeah.
They are ready to fight you.
Exactly.
Because so many men don't run through them.
Yes.
So many bola.
Let me quickly take my time to address these small boys. I call them small boys because they do not even have the mental capacity or understanding about a woman's body. There is nothing like too many prick they destroy woman. No matter how many men you sleep with, there is nothing that is going to happen to your private part. The only disadvantages about sleeping around is health issues. You can contact different infections and different diseases. And he also said, what are you going to gain with sleeping with too many men? Let me tell you something. I've always said this. Stop allowing men project themselves to you. All these small boys who come online, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook to make animal noise are small boys who do not have mental capacity to even digest, comprehend, or even communicate. Let me tell you something about fidelity. Fidelity has nothing to do with a man. Fidelity has nothing to do with who you want to marry or who you are married to or who you are dating. Fidelity has more to do with yourself. Stop allowing these men project themselves to you and making it look as if you have to keep living your life for them as women. No. The reason why you should be faithful as a woman is for yourself, for your sanity. When you are faithful, you are focused. When you are faithful, you achieve more. Now, the reason why infidelity can be so tiring is because when you are unfaithful, you go dey lie. You go dey jump up and down. You will be restless. You will not have peace of mind. I've said it times without number. The only reason why a lot of men always want to project themselves to you and make all this kind of statements that you should stay with them, even whenever they are stupid, even if they are randy, even if they are cheats. A woman is supposed to stay one place. A woman is built emotionally. A man is built physically. All those things are projection. Everybody are built with emotions and everybody are built with physical attributes. All these things are just lies and projections they used to make a lot of women stay in a particular place. And the truth about it is that a lot of women are beginning to know that it is lie. The real reason why you should be faithful is for yourself. It's not for a man. It's not because you love a man or because you're married. Fidelity has nothing to do with marriage. A cheat is a cheat. Whether you're married or you're not married. If you're a cheat, you're a cheat. Cheating is a habit, it's a character, it's something that is embedded inside of you. It has nothing to do with love. People can love you so much and still cheat on you. People can love you so much and still hurt you. People can love you so much and still beat you. It's even people that you love that kill you. I've said this before. When the Bible said forgive 70 times, 7 times, who did you even think the Bible was referring to? The Bible was referring to your loved ones. Because people who hurt you the most are people that love you. So fidelity has nothing to do with love. Fidelity has more to do with self-care. And that's why I want to explain to you as a woman why you should be faithful, not to a man, to yourself. Now you're going to pay attention to this video and stop allowing these boys project nonsense into your head. When people say when you sleep around, you get disconnected emotionally during sex. Some people say as a woman, when you sleep around, you don't enjoy sex anymore. That's a lie. A man that is not good in bed is not good in bed. A lot of men are not good in bed. A lot of men do not understand women's body. A lot of men do not understand that a lot of women don't even enjoy penetration. Penetration for a lot of women is for reproduction when we want to give birth. When a woman actually wants to enjoy sex, she loves foreplay. A lot of women like it when you give them head, when you touch their breast, when you romance them, when you kiss them. You know, a lot of women don't even like the penetration. The penetration is just the last thing. Penetration do not even get a lot of women into orgasm. So stop allowing these people brainwash you and telling you that when you sleep with a lot of men, you don't enjoy sex. That's a lie. A lot of men cannot even have sex. A lot of men don't even know what sex is about. A lot of men just want to come. They don't even have patience to understand a woman's body. So you not enjoying sex has nothing to do with you sleeping with 50 men. If you sleep with 50 men, it has nothing to do with, oh, because you slept with 50 men, that's why you're not enjoying sex. That's a lie. It's because the person you're sleeping with doesn't know how to have sex. If you sleep with 50 men and they can actually have sex and they understand your body, you're going to enjoy those 50 men. That's the honest truth. Stop allowing all these boys that don't know anything about sex. Some of them don't even know how to use their manhood. Some of them are not even patient enough to understand the right part of a woman's G-spot to touch. So when they cannot satisfy you in bed, they'll come and start saying it's because you sleep around, it's because you're Olosho, it's because you are that, it's because you are this. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Now, when it comes to Olosho, the reason why a lot of prostitutes do not enjoy sex is because their minds are not there. They just want to collect money. When it comes to sex, sex works with your mind, it works with your emotions. You have to be focused. When you're sleeping for money, you are not focused on the person, you are focused on what the person have to give you. It simply means you are not mentally connected to the person. But when you are in love with somebody, that is your boyfriend or your husband, you are relaxed, you are connected to the person. That's why it's easy to enjoy sex with people that you love, because you are relaxed. It's not because you are sleeping around. There are some people that marry their husband, they enjoy sex with other small boys than their husbands. There are some people that are married to their wives and they enjoy sex more with their side chicks. A lot of men enjoy sex more with Olosho than their wives. That's the truth. Because so many men, when they get home, they are distracted. Maybe because of too many bills and too many responsibilities. The moment they get home, they cannot focus. Your wife, they shout for you, say school fees no day, this one no day, this one no day. So it makes a lot of them, they are not mentally focused. So sex is not sweet at home. But when you go meet Olosho, just give Olosho 2,000. Olosho no go disturb you. Just knock, they go. So they are more focused because there is no responsibility. I've told you before, responsibility reduces a lot of men's sexual libido. The reason why a lot of men do not enjoy sex with their wives or their spouses is because most times there are too many responsibilities in their head and they are not focused to enjoy the sex. Yes. So it doesn't have anything to do with you slept with 50 men. All those things, all those nonsense these men get to say is just projection. They are just saying those things so that you can stick around them, so that you can stay with their bad attitudes, so that they can cheat on you and you will stay, so that they can mess with you, they will abuse you and you will stay. All those things are lies from the pit of hell. That's the truth. A woman's body is elastic. No matter how many men you sleep with, your body will still be your body. So long as you maintain your body, you wash your private parts well, you will look like brand new. It's except you tell somebody that I have slept with this person, that is when. There are some women that have even given birth because they don't have scars. You won't even know that they have given birth. Stop allowing these noise makers project all those nonsense to you, telling you if you sleep with more than 15 men, all those things are just projection. They are only saying these things so that you can sit down and be tolerating their bullshit. Now, let me tell you the reason why you should be faithful. I always use myself as an example and I brag with it. I'm one relationship therapist that is very controversial. A lot of people have misconceptions about me. People have different thoughts about me. But in reality, that's not who I am. In reality, I'm one of the most disciplined, one of the most decent, one woman that sets boundary. I used to brag with it in public. I'm one woman that since I was born, I've never done runs. I've never slept with a man for money. I don't sleep with men for money. Any man I have had sexual intercourse with is the man I like, is the man I want to sleep with. I don't do all those rubbish. Why? Not because I am trying to be a good girl, not because I am trying to be a saint, not because I am looking for a husband. No, the fact is people even see me like a loose person because of I always talk about controversial topics that people don't want to talk about. You see me talking about sex, you see me dancing, you see me shaking my butt, you see me doing this stuff, but they don't understand something. That is a job. I'm conservative. These things I do it within my comfort zone. When I go out, I can't even do all these things. That's the truth. Now, why am I saying this? I'm not saying this to portray myself as a good girl. I'm saying this because I understand the advantages and the importance of being faithful. I'm faithful to myself. In fact, I am decent before a man comes into my life. I am faithful before a man comes into my life. I don't sleep around. It has nothing to do with being with a boyfriend. Even when I'm single, I don't sleep around. Even when I'm single, I go to work and come back to my house and sleep. It has nothing to do with, oh, because I'm married. No, it is just discipline. That is how I want to live my life, because I understand the advantages of being by yourself. I understand the advantages of being faithful, sticking to one person. Why? Because when you are faithful, you are focused. When you are faithful, you know where what is doing you is coming from. I used to boast with it, in as much as God has been so good to me when it comes to health wise. I barely fall sick. The only thing where they do me now malaria once in a while. Why? Because I don't play with my health. I'm very careful of who I open my legs to. I don't sleep around because I understand that the health implications can be much. You not sleeping around is like preserving yourself. You not sleeping around is like giving yourself peace. You want to know where your problem is coming from. Yes, that's the essence of being faithful. Fidelity has nothing to do with somebody, with some another person. Fidelity is more about you. You are disciplined because you understand the implication of having too many things around you. When you have too many people around you, you'll be distracted. You will not know where what is coming to you is coming from. But when you are faithful, when you are focused, you will now understand that, okay, it's from here, it's from here. And it's so easy for you to tackle a problem when you are focused. That's the reason why you should be faithful. Now, the essence of being faithful to one man or being faithful to one woman is not because when you sleep with this person, you will carry all those things are nonsense. You are being faithful to your husband, to your wife, to your boyfriends, to your girlfriends, because you want to focus on the person. When you focus on somebody, you bring out the best in them. You know them. The reason why a lot of your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your husbands, and your wives don't know you is because they are not focused. The reason why marriages and divorces is scattering is because you marry strangers. They marry you and they don't know you. They marry you, they still want to stay outside, they don't want to stay inside. It's like you don't know who you are married to. But when you sit down and focus on somebody, that's where you understand the person. That's the meaning of when people say marry your best friend. Marrying your best friend simply means I have spent so much time and focus on this person that I know this person like the back of my finger. Even when this person is smiling, I know through that smile that the person is not happy. That's because you focused on that thing. When you focus on something, you become master in that thing. That's the meaning of soulmate, like I talked about in one of my videos. That's what makes marriage sweet. You understand when to shut up. You know when your husband is angry. You know when to talk to him. You know when to walk away. You know when to do these things. But when you don't know people, when your husband is talking, you are talking. That's what will bring slap. Some of you have not monitored your husband's temper. There are some men that when they are talking, don't talk. Just leave them. Give them some time. When you come back after 1 hour, they will listen to you. But because some of you have not studied your husband, when he's talking, you are talking. That's what used to bring slap. What used to bring blow. Some of you have not studied your wife. When she's talking, just ignore her. You understand? Because now talk, go. You know, you need to understand people. And that's what makes marriage look as if it's a mess. It's because everybody is outside. Nobody wants to focus. And that's the reason why marriage is not sweet. Marriage is one of the most sweetest things. But because everybody don't want to focus, everybody is outside. Yes, they say they want to come inside. One leg outside, one leg inside. Una leave door open, mosquito they bite everybody. That's the reason why it looks as if these days relationship is a mess. It's as if everybody is just doing drama. No, it's because people have not understood the meaning of fidelity. People think that fidelity simply means when I have a boyfriend, when I have a girlfriend, then the moment he's no more in my life, I'll become loose. There are some people that the moment they break up with their boyfriend, they become loose, they start to sleep around. The moment a girl breaks up with you, you start to sleep around. No. You are not being faithful because of your girlfriend or your boyfriend. It's a lifestyle. You are being faithful for your sanity. You are being faithful for yourself, for your own focus. That's why you are faithful. First of all, is understanding why you need to be faithful. Fidelity has nothing to do with a man or a woman. You are going to imbibe it as a lifestyle. What is the meaning of fidelity? Discipline. I don't want to do this thing. It's me that don't want to do it. It has nothing to do with I don't want to do it because say person day here. That's pretense. Pretense is different from who you are. Who you are simply means I don't want to do it, whether in private or in public. Now something where I no want to do. Like personally, I don't like to drink, I don't like to smoke. Recently, I've started taking small alcohol because the doctor said it's even good for my health. But initially, I didn't like to drink, I didn't like to smoke. Not because I wanted to be a good girl, it was because alcohol was bitter. The small one where I taste no sweets. It's not good for my body. The last time somebody gave me bellies, I was sleeping like an idiot. Alcohol makes me sleep. I don't like them. So when I say I don't drink, I don't smoke, some people used to think that I'm saying it because I want to act like a saint. No, because you are drinking or you are smoking doesn't make you a bad person. It's just something you don't want to do, whether you are in private or whether you are in public. I've said it before. Not be everything where you know you go practice. Because you know threesome, because you know about gay, Because you know about lesbian, because you know about this one, doesn't mean you must do it. Choose the one you want to do. You cannot be doing everything. I know a lot of things that I don't do. Sometimes people come here and say, Blessing, you don't practice what you preach. And I'm like, I cannot practice everything I preach. Everything I preach is not for me. I am talking to the public. That's why when people talk, you pick the one that is for you. Every chapter of the Bible is not you. You cannot practice everything the Bible said. Even your pastor do not preach everything the Bible say. Pastor go preach the one way like. Some of them go preach salvation. Some of them go preach offering. They cannot preach every. There are parts of the Bible that your pastors will never tell you in church, because that one does not suit their audience. So it's not everything that you know you must practice. Knowledge is not for you to practice it. Knowledge is for you to be aware. And awareness is for you to be able to teach people that need it at that point in time. I can have a knowledge that I don't need at that point in time, and I can decide to want to teach you. So sometimes I laugh when people say, Blessing, you don't practice what you preach. It's not everything I preach that I need. I can be talking about prostitution. I have never done prostitution before, but I understand the implication of prostitution. Doesn't mean I cannot teach a prostitute. So not be everything where you know, now you go use. It is not even everything that you have that you use. There are some certain things you just buy just because you want to keep it around. And you can just keep that thing in your house. One day, somebody that comes into your house will need it. You just take that thing that has been there and dash the person. You have that thing in your house, but you have not used it. But a day will come when somebody that needs it, you will just see that thing that has been lying. You will say, take a bag. But it's been in your house, you did not use it. Not be every cloth where you buy, you wear. There are some clothes I have bought, I have never put in my body. I only bought it because I like it. I can just see somebody I like and say, this cloth will fit you, take. So I'm only trying to make this video for those beautiful, young, ignorant women. Stop allowing all these small boys that you are dating project themselves on you and tell you the reason why you should be faithful is because don't sleep around. You can sleep with 50 men if you want. As a woman, if you want to sleep around with 50 men, you will sleep around with 50 men. You will still marry. Nothing will happen to you. Ashawo they marry. Yes, Ashawo they marry. But the reason why I do not like Ashawo is the consequences that come with it. I've said this thing before. When you understand consequences and choices, you will choose wisely. Some people have done Ashawo and it's working for them. Maybe they can face the consequences that come with prostitution. But the reason why I don't do some certain things is because I don't want to face some certain consequences. The reason why I don't want thief, I don't want be armed robber, I don't want do illegal is because I understand the consequences that come with it. That's why I was okay, let's do legit. Now, when you understand consequences, you'll be able to make choice. The consequences of infidelity is so much. Health-wise, you can carry diseases that you don't know. Now, if your life is you're supposed to live 100 years, you now live 10 years just because you slept with 50 men that you do not even enjoy the sex. Because a lot of time that you sleep around, you don't even enjoy all the sex. That's the truth. That's the honest truth. All these girls that used to sleep around and play. Amongst all these men you are sleeping with, it might only be one person that can satisfy you. If possible, sometimes none of them is satisfying you. A lot of women that sleep around don't even enjoy sex. Not because their vagina is wide, it's because they are not focused. For you to enjoy sex, you must be focused. And that is where relationship comes in. Relationship comes in because when you are dating someone and you trust them, you have this peace of mind that you are with them. You can give them your all and give them your body and feel safe. The essence of being faithful to someone is that you feel safe with them. When you're having sex with them, even when you decide to have unprotected sex with them, you are sure that, okay, it's just me and this person. Do you understand? But when you're having sex with too many people, you cannot enjoy sex because you don't have peace of mind. You don't know where the one that is doing is coming from. If you cough, you go say, hey, you sure say the allergy never use me do blood money. If you have just small breast pain, normal breast pain, hey. Now because say the allergy been suck my breast too. But when you live a free life and you just have breast pain, you can say, let me go to the hospital. Are you sure this thing is not a lump in my breast? You have peace. If you cough, you'll be like, are you sure it's not flu? Are you sure it's not under AC? But when you are living a wayward life, when you cough, you go say, hey, whoa, you sure say they never poison me. Everybody will be chasing you from your village. And that's the reason why I live a straightforward life. If anything is happening, I don't believe anybody can chase me because my hand is very pure. If anything happens to me, I believe it is natural. If I'm sick, I go to the hospital. I don't believe that somebody can make me sick. I don't offend anybody. But when you are living a wayward life, you always think that somebody is chasing you, somebody is doing you. So fidelity is more of peace of mind, giving yourself peace, sanity, and focus. So be you a man, be you a woman. If you decide to be faithful, it has nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with I'm married. It has nothing to do with I love my girlfriend, I love my boyfriend. Love has nothing to do with fidelity. Fidelity on its own is you being disciplined. You say, I don't want to do something. Whether there is love in your life, or whether there is no love in your life, or I want to go to work by 8 o'clock and come back by 6 o'clock. It is just you making that choice. Why? I want to come and rest in my house. It has nothing to do with I want to go to work by 8 o'clock and come back because of my boyfriend. It has nothing to do with that. It's a choice, it's a lifestyle. For a woman to be faithful, she has been faithful even before you met her. So that's why most times I laugh when probably you're in a relationship and you're scrolling through your girlfriend's phone, you're scrolling through your... A cheat is a cheat. A cheat will not stop cheating just because you are loving them. A cheat will not stop cheating just because you married them. A cheat will not stop cheating just because you gave them money. A cheat is a cheat because cheating is a choice. It's a decision that you made. And if somebody wants to still stop cheating, it's still them that will say, I beg, I don't want cheat again. I don't tire. So these things called fidelity is choice. It has, people should stop, all these men should stop projecting it and telling you don't sleep around because they don't sleep around. All those things are just lies from the pit of hell, noise. Be faithful because you want to be focused. Be faithful because you want to have peace. Be faithful because you want to be able to achieve a lot. Be faithful to your husband or to your wife because you want to study them, you want to know them so that you can be able to love them and cohabit with them. The biggest problem in marriage is cohabitation because you don't know your husband. You don't know your wife. That's why you people are always fighting. You have not settled down to want to know them. You are always outside. I wonder how you people say you want to get married, yet you still want to stay outside. Remain single now. No, you will not allow us to be single in peace. Society will be pressuring you, marry. You say if you go rush, go marry. When you know, say you no want marry, you still want day outside. When you want to marry, it simply means you are ready to come inside and be focused and use your life to do better things. You just want to be warm. You want to feel safe in somebody's hand. If you know you're not ready for that, please stay outside like us and be single. You can still be single and still be responsible. Being single does not mean that you have to be wayward. Being single simply means you are taking your time because marriage is accountability. You have to go and start explaining yourself to somebody. And the beauty about fidelity is that you will not be explaining too much. Me, I don't know how to explain too much in my relationship. My boyfriend knows my whereabouts. He knows where to find me. I know they even come out. Sometimes you tell me, baby, go out now. Do you know how many invitation box I have right here in my office? I don't go out. He knows my whereabouts, so he has peace of mind wherever I am. That's why there's nothing you're going to tell my man. There's nothing I do on social media that shakes him because he knows me. He knows that all this thing in my office I do, all this noise, I don't go come out. I'm still in my office. So fidelity makes you love people, understand them, be friends with them, and trust them. Fidelity will enable you to trust somebody. So be faithful for the right reasons, just because you want to be focused and you want to have peace of mind. Well,